Okay. Okay. Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I'm here to talk about Chucky season 2. I'm not going to talk about a lot of things what happened in season 2, but I'll say this: season 2 is, like I said, in my part 1 of season 1 of Chucky. Season 2 is my favorite. Season 2 is my favorite. Um, and there's a lot of things that happen. Obviously, Jake and Devin are in a relationship now and everything like that. Lexi is being a fucking addict ever since the whole thing that happened to her and everything like that. And eventually, Chucky comes back, obviously, and what is it? Jake, he's in a foster home. You know, he has a stepbrother and everything like that. Even the brother is part of the foster home too, so they just became like a family and everything like that. You know, so eventually, Chucky grabs a stepbrother. We don't see that, but let's see. I think it wasn't Jake. It was Devin that opened the door, I believe, and he saw Chucky. And the kid that's holding Chucky, he thought, he thinks it's just a game. He's like, "Holy shit, Batman!" Stuff like that. And everyone here like, this kid does not know what's going on. And all of a sudden, they're waiting for Lexi to come downstairs after she was just literally shooting up, like literally. And she comes downstairs. She's all high as hell, and she's seeing a whole bunch of shit. And Chucky's about to blow up the whole area, basically blow up the whole house with a bomb. And he gets tased by Devin. Chucky flies. He drops the bomb, and the kid that was with them grabs it, runs away with it, thinking it's a toy, even though literally Jake kept telling him this is not a game, And I think he looks outside or something, and then Chucky just comes out of nowhere and presses that shit. He blows up. He dies. There was one part that my mom pointed out that maybe his soul got transferred into Chucky or some shit like that. That's what I thought because she told me that, but I didn't see the episode to find that out. But that's not true. He is dead. Dead. All right? Seriously. And I think this is also the season when that probably was last season. I think it was, it had to be last season. Yeah, I didn't even mention it. In season 1, Jake finds out, not Jake, Devin. Devin finds out that Chucky's been having multiple Chuckies around him. And he's like, he's been getting Chuckies and everything like that. That's why he wanted one of them to kill somebody. So these dolls can actually be activated and everything like that to have Chucky's essence in it. So that was in season 1. And this one climax will fall in season 2 because in season 1, Andy literally drives off the cliff with a whole bunch of Chucky dolls. And in this one, he's still alive. Like, Andy's alive and shit like that. And so is some of the Chucky dolls. Some of them are dead, yes, but not all of them are. Even including one that's bald, and he's called a general, I believe, sergeant, commando. No, let's just call them what I like to call them: Cannibal Chucky. They did it. They make Chucky a cannibal. I don't care what the show calls Chucky with that bald Chucky. I'm calling him the Cannibal Chucky. I don't give a fuck. All right, seriously, he's all right there, freaking cutting Andy like a fucking piece of meat. I'm over here like, holy shit, holy fuck. And then the doctor that you see through this whole series, which pissed me off, great actress, great fucking actress. I hated her since day one, baby. Great, like for an actor or an actress to make me hate you since you first appear on screen, you know you did a good job. You did a phenomenal job. And if you haven't watched season 2, I'm not going to tell you what she's about in this season. I'm going to tell you what the therapist is in this season. All I say is that she's a bitch. And that's not really spoiling anyways, because once you first see her, she's a bitch anyways. So, and she gives the bride to literally the little girl, to Lexi's sister, and she's traumatized since the whole Chucky's fiasco. So the therapist doesn't give her a good guy doll; she gives her a bride doll, basically. And even she doesn't want to hold it, but the mom, bitch as she is, Lexi's mom's just like, go, and it's just like, oh god. I don't know. I've never been like, I mean, obviously I have to say it again. the mom that plays Lexi's mom is fantastic. She makes me hate her so much. She does a great job. She does a great fucking job. A lot of these people that you just hate right away, really fast, you know they did a good job. Like, that's just me. All right. That is just me. I think it's just perfect. So that's one of the reasons why I love season 2. Season 2 does so many stuff that I thought season 1 was going to do, but they did it better, in my opinion. And we get another Halloween episode. And we get another Halloween episode in season 3 also, which is coming tomorrow, I believe. I did watch season 3, the first episode, but I don't want to talk about the rest of the season until season 3 is done. Completely done. All 8 episodes, basically. So that's why I'm talking about season 2 of Chucky. Let's see. What else I could talk about? Oh yeah, Nika. Oh yeah, I should talk about that. Chucky is still inside Nika's body. And by the end of season 1, Nika doesn't have no fucking arms or legs. You did that to my girl. Why you did that to my girl? There's no way she can come back from this anymore. I am dead serious. Seriously. Remember that point when remember in season 1 when she was when Fiona Durf was showing off her body, you know, when she was wearing that when she's wearing a bra and panties and shit like that. I'm looking at her like, damn, what an ass! Like you just wanna, She is fine. She is the best. She's like one of the greatest screen queens, probably. You know, she's probably like the top 20 and 10s and shit like that now. You know, obviously there's like top 50s and 100s, but if there is a top 50 and 100, you cannot put her in that list. If you don't, then I can't take that. I can't take that list seriously. All right. I know some people might put Jamie Lee Curtis as number 1, but everyone always puts Jamie Lee Curtis as number 1. Put her in number 50, so you know her ego can fucking. Just saying, right? Because I feel like sometimes she watches those videos and she'd be like, number 1 me, always me. No, you need 50 in my fucking list, motherfucker. Seriously. Because we need new actresses that can take your mantle. Sorry, you didn't do that with the new Halloween series. You didn't. I feel sorry for those actresses, seriously. The new ones that want to become Scream Queen, but is anyone going to think about them? The new Halloween characters, are you going to think of them as Scream Queens, or are you just going to think about Jamie Lee Curtis about it? You know? That's the one thing I was like pissed off about with these movies. Not that thing, but other things with those Halloween movies. But moving on. This Chucky season 2 was great. You have Glenn and Glenda come back, which is great. Really great. Glenn is trying to figure out who he is, you know, how, you know, and it's funny, when they appear, when they come, they'll call, little says they, them. Hilarious in my opinion, you know? It's just playing that off, basically. And you could tell they're doing it for fun. They're not doing it as like a serious thing. Of course they're not. Because if it was a serious thing, they would beat you down to the point that you'd be like, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of my face. That's how it would have been. But it wasn't. It was fun, doing horror stuff, and bringing characters to light. You know? There is a part where they celebrate Glenn and Glenda's birthday, which I probably won't spoil either. There's a lot of things I don't want to spoil in season 2. It's just so much good, guys. So much good. Especially when you watch season 1 and then you watch season 2, you appreciate a lot of season 1, yes. But when you watch season 2, you'd be like, season 1, you're good. But season 2 was just like, hold my beer, bitch. You know? And the kills, man. The kills, like, is great. Really is. You get I think you get a cameo from the sexy, nice ass Liv Morgan from WWE. So there was that. But it's, and what is there other things that I can think of besides spoiling it and everything like that? The ending, the stuff that when they try to get Chucky out of Nika's body and stuff like that, that shit's great. Because the kids eventually get the main kids, Devin, Jake, and Lexi, all 3 of them go to a church. They have a decision. They were going to go to juvie, but it wasn't until the therapist was just like, I have another operation. Maybe they can go to church, to these academy churches or some shit like that, you know? Once she started saying that, I was just like, this bitch is doing something. She's doing something. And literally, this is how you know this bitch is an asshole. When they're going to that church facility. Devin literally pointed out, he's like, holy shit, Charles Lee Ray used to grow up here when he was an orphan. And they all looked at each other like, right there would have been like, she's betraying all of you guys. Hello? Like, you guys didn't put that together. Who knows? I mean, I get it. You guys are young and everything like that. But still, even I would have been like, oh, she's part of it. She's part of it. She's part of it. You don't even have to show me that she is. I know she is. You know? And then in season 2, I believe, there's a Chucky. You don't see him wear it, but Chucky does wear the bright outfit. You don't see him with it or anything like that, but you see like the camera touching the doorbell and everything like that, and you hear Chucky's voice. But other than that, you don't see him wear it. But that's a little twist that little happens, and I don't want to spoil that because there's a lot of twists in this show, especially towards the end. Seriously, towards the end, because Tiffany is literally trying to get inside Adolfo's body because she's panicking. She's literally panicking because she literally revealed that there's a lot of good backstory of Charles Lee Ray and Tiffany in this show. There really is, and you find out why Tiffany did all of this. Obviously, Chucky threatened. I didn't mention this in season 1, but Chucky threatened to kill his kids and his wife. Literally, he threatened to kill. He threatened to kill Tiffany, and he's just like, "I'm going to come after those kids. I really am." You know, it's probably a little bit spoiler for season 3, but still, you kind of knew he was going to do that anyways. You know, so that stuff right there, man. That stuff right there was great. It's just I told you a little bit about season 3, but I'm not going to tell you all that much about it. But it's really great. I like this season. The season, the way it ended with Andy coming back and you got Kaya there and everything like that. And then the whole point with the therapist and Chucky and everything like that. You didn't get a new character. That is great. You know, she's redhead with glasses and everything like that. She's great. I loved her. A lot of things. I'm not going to spoil her a lot of things, like I said, but she's a fun character. She is. Eventually, you get a fight scene between Muscle Chucky and Brainwashed Chucky because they grabbed a Chucky doll and they started tormenting him, and he changed his demeanor into a good Chucky. And at first, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. I think we're finally going to get a good Chucky or something." I don't know how this is going to work. Doesn't last that long. I'll say that right now. Doesn't last that long. It really doesn't because it's Chucky. You guys should know that by now. But this whole point, that fight scene between Muscle Chucky and Good Chucky, I liked it. I'm like, this is Chucky versus Chucky. This is crazy, you know? And it turns out, too, that Chucky does not want... Chucky's literally making sure that the other good guy dolls are not ruining his other stuff. But there's other good guy dolls, too, that are Chucky, that don't want to make sure that another Chucky doesn't want to ruin their shit, too. So it's like a dynamic of, like, Chucky's butting heads, even though they're the same fucking goddamn person. But it's cool that they do that, because each Chucky wants to do something different, and if it interferes with the main Chucky, what he wants to do, his goal, then of course he's going to take those, you know? That's not his plan, you know? He probably should have saw that in the fine details when he was doing that voodoo stuff, but who knows? Hey, we all make mistakes sometimes, I guess. So I think that's it. That's all I can really say about season 2. I know season 1, I went like crazy with it and everything like that, but season 1 is really good. I mean, season 2 is really good, and it's still my favorite season. I've always pointed this out before. Every time there's like a season 2, it's always been my favorite. So this was no different. This was great. This was amazing. I highly recommend it, to be honest with you. And I highly recommend watching season 3. You know, even if you're waiting that to be finished, so then you at least watch the first episode. If you can watch it. I mean, most likely you already put it on Peacock, right? So watch those watch those 2 or 3 episodes they already put out. So watch those episodes. I mean, for crying out loud, Chucky goes to the White House, which is, yeah! Yo, when I saw that trailer, when Chucky enters the White House, I'm just like, shit is about to get deadly. Shit's about to get real, and I love it. I love it. Now, you got to now there is recap. Look, I want to point this out. The nun that's obsessed with Chucky, holy shit. Holy fucking shit. That shit was great. And then the twist at the end also when oh damn, I don't want to fucking mention it. But that twist at the end is really good. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. That shit was good, you know. At first you're like, holy shit, they really did that off. They really did that to Chucky. And then all of a sudden it turns around and you're like, okay. Holy shit. You know, now you're actually being creative of what you can do with this voodoo shit, duh. Which, yes. So happy you're doing it, you know? So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think about Chucky season 2. You know, do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you wish there was certain things that could have been added and stuff like that, or wish they could have pulled back a bit, or wish that you could have changed or something like that? Me, I don't see anything that could have changed here, to be quite honest with you. You know, I think it was all perfect. For kind of like there was one point when there is one point when you think that Alexi is probably going to die from these pills, man, because she takes them so much that you'd be like, she's gonna die. She's really gonna die if she doesn't really pop up or someone doesn't tell her, yo, what's up. So there is a character there that does tell her that, and she is great. You know, I don't want to spoil who it is because I did mention her earlier, but I didn't want to, you know, spoil it. And plus, I don't want to spoil her name either because I feel like people will have fun just knowing her name and get attached to the character, you know. So I'll see you guys later. Be safe, and oh man, I'm definitely gonna watch season 3 right after this. You know, I would watch. I think I watched episode 1 already or 2. I know I watched one of the episodes of season 3, so I'm gonna go back and watch it, and hopefully the next episode of that's coming out tomorrow will be great. So obviously the date, today's date is about I think the 24th. Today's the 24th. So October 10th, 24th, 2023. So if you want to know what dates I'm making this video, there you go. So I'll see you guys later and be safe.